In this video, we will be discussing exponential and logarithmic equations, and so we're actually going to use the properties that we have learned in the past to be able to solve exponential equations. So for example, we have 7 to the x equals 20. We cannot solve this because we have x that is in, the variable is in the exponent, so that's a problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to rewrite as a log. So the base, 7, becomes the base of the log, the exponent becomes what it's equal to, and then 20 is placed there. So make sure it works. 7 raised to the x equals 20. That does work. Now we actually have it solved for x. So in your calculator, all you have to do is figure out what is log of 20 with base 7. So you would do log 20, you would do a change of base, divided by log of 7. And your answer is 1.5. If you round it, it'd be 1.54. And you are done. In this case, we cannot first get rid of the x. We first have to get rid of the 2. So we're going to divide both sides by 2, and we'll get 1.5 raised to the x equals 3. Again, we have a variable that is in the exponent. So we're going to have to rewrite as a log. And so you would have log base 1.5, because the base becomes the base. The exponent becomes what it's equal to, and then the 3 goes here. So again, in your calculator, you're going to do log base 3 divided by log base 1.5, and you'll get 2.71. So x equals 2.71 for your answer. Now in this case, we actually have a log and we need to solve for x, but this x is trapped inside this log. So what we're going to do here is we're going to rewrite as an exponential. So we know that this log has a base of 10 because it's understood. So 10 raised to the second power is going to equal that. And now we can just solve. This is a simple equation. 10 squared is 100. And so to solve, we're going to subtract 100. We'll get 99. And so to solve, you would divide by 3, and your answer is 33. And of course, you can plug that back in to see if it works. You would plug 33 in. You'll get 3 times 33 is 99, plus 1 is 100. And in your calculator, you can check what is log of 100, and the answer would be 2. In this case, we have x as an exponent, so we're going to have, since it's in an exponent, we're going to have to rewrite as a log. So first, we're not going to do that. We need to get rid of everything but that. So I'm first going to add 1 to get 20. And now we still got to get rid of the 5. We need the exponent by itself. So we're now going to divide both sides by 5. So we get 3 raised to the x plus 1 equals 4. Now we can rewrite as a log. So the base becomes the base of the log. The exponent gets put on the other side of the equals, and then the 4 gets put here. So the first thing we're going to do is figure out what is this as a number. What is log of 4 base 3? So log of 4 divided by log base 3. Again, please do not forget to close those parentheses. You get 1.26. So this is 1.26 equals x plus 1. So to solve for x, I'm going to subtract 1. So our answer is 0.26. Now here we're going to have to use our properties first to make it one log. So first I have a number in front. I need to make that back as an exponent. I have a number in front. That's going to have to be an exponent. So I have log base 3 up to 2 to the 4th minus log base 3 of x squared equals 1. Now look at it as you have a subtraction of logs, I can make that 1 log. 2 to the 4th is 16. Log subtracted means that you have division of the functions. And now that we have a log, in order to get the variable outside of the log, we're going to have to rewrite as an exponential. So the base 3 raised to the 1 equals 16 over x squared. So what you can do is you can make everything a fraction and cross multiply. So 3x squared equals 16. X squared equals 16 thirds. How do you get rid of a square? You take the square root of 16 thirds, which is 4 over the square root of 3. Now you learned there's some math guru who says you can't have a square root in the denominator. So make sure that you multiply by itself, and your final answer is going to be 4 square roots of 3 over 3. Now, you may be asking, hey, whenever you take the square root of both sides, you're supposed to do a plus or minus. Normally you're right. However, we have learned in the past, when we first learned about logs, is you cannot have the log of a negative number. So I know that the negative square root would not work because you cannot take the log of a negative number. So you can only, in this case, it is only the positive square root that will work for this, for your answer. So to recap, I want you to solve these 2 problems. So pause the video and then resume when you're ready to see the answers. Okay, so this is a log, which means we need to rewrite as an exponential function. So it has a base of 10. So 10 raised to the 0 is going to equal 5 minus 2x. 10 to the 0 is 1. Be careful. You don't just set 5 minus 2x equal to 0. You actually set it equal to 1. So to solve, you got to subtract 5 and then divide by negative 2. And your answer should be 2. And then you can always plug it in to see if it works. 2 times 2 is 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. So log base 10 of 1 does give me 0. That does work. In this case, I need to get the 1/2 back. So this is log of x to the 1/2 plus log 4 equals 2. Now this addition means that I can multiply. So this is log of x to the 1/2, or you could just say square root of x, times 4 equals 2. Now you got to get rid of the log by making it an exponential. So if you think about the fact that this has a understood base of 10, 10 to the 2nd power equals 4 times square root of x. Again, x raised to the 1/2 is the same thing as square root. So this 10 squared is 100. So to solve for x, you first have to get rid of the 4. So you're going to divide by 4, you get 25. That equals the square root of x. How do you get rid of a square root? You square both sides. So x is going to equal 625.